Hello, my name is Gavin Masters, and I hate Warlord with a burning passion of 1,000 suns, if suns could be described as being passionate instead of just hot. With the heat of 1,000 suns, with the searing pain of 1,000 suns. I think he needs a better counter, or he just needs to straight up be nerfed. Forget about nerfing Taras and Marichka. Nerf Warlord. Jesus Christ, he's everywhere. He's annoying. I'm not even just talking about live arena. I'm talking about everywhere. Irritating as shit. When I'm trying to do my damn tag team arena fights and like 3 teams in a row have a Warlord, oh my god. What a headache. Why? And I mean I know from the perspective of the player, I know why. It's good. You give your opponent a headache, he's just not going to be able to beat your team. But good god. Good god. And what is the best counter to Warlord? Is it is it Gizlia Soul Guide? That's a champion I don't even have, so I don't know. Is it maybe having ridiculously high resist? No, because you can't really resist through the Warlord. He's going to have enough accuracy. That's how he's going to be built. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What is the solution to Warlord? Right now, I think the solution is ban him. And if I can't avoid him because there's somebody even worse, maybe just resign immediately. Maybe that's just what I'll do for the rest of at least today. Maybe even just the rest of my Raid Shadow Legends career. Hell, who cares? Because you end up reaching the ceiling of wherever you're going to reach, and you can't get past it anyway. You're going to be winning or losing half the time. So let's see. Him. Let's do this. I'm going to go for him. I'm going to ban Volcanon. And basically, I'm just going to hope we aren't completely annihilated by that Baron. So I'll take the Speed Aura. We could even take the Defense. Baron completely ignores defense. It's pointless. I'm just going to try to rely on the damage reduction that we get and try to go fast enough. At least I don't have to deal with Warlord. But I mean, it's reached the point where I know, even if I see Taras and Marichka together, I'd probably still rather ban the Warlord. Do I want to go for the buffs? Might as well. Might as well. It's damage reduction in the immediate. And I can cleanse this off before Sun Wukong gets his next turn anyway. Unless, of course, Baron kills him, which he probably can. Nope, he went for the A1. I guess he forgot that I had UDK. Or maybe he was just hoping to bust open UDK. I don't know. Well, I don't know why he did that. So I could open with... Let's open with the block buffs. You see that Ultimate Death Knight doing some extra work with his Frostbite set. Sky Piercer, youch. Maybe I go for the shielding and the healing. And we got Sun Wukong. So, how about we aim for her? Excellent. Well, he's going to have a lot of trouble getting through that ultimate Death Knight. So let's just get rid of this guy first, since he's going to put a big old shield on him anytime I hit him anyway. Yeah, I'll just go for the A1. Down he goes. Still doesn't have a Sky Piercer back. That's too bad. So here we go. You are going down, my boy. Good game, Dazed One. You look familiar. I'm pretty sure we fought before. If you won last time, I have my revenge. If I won last time, may you have your revenge when next I see you. Boy, does Warlord suck. I do apologize. I'll try not to complain too much about Warlord. I just had a really tough time getting through Tag Team Arena right before the reset. I wanted to get some more Tag Team Arena fights. I'd quite forgotten that there was a tournament going on, and whenever there's a tournament going on, I don't actually plan on winning the tournament. I just kind of wanted the milestones. I didn't want to feel like I was wasting all my tokens. But maybe the way to look at it is, maybe Live Arena is a waste of my time. So let's do Sun Wukong and Ultimate Death Knight up against Lazy Kyle 1, 2, 3, 4. Lazy Kyle. Why are you so lazy, Kyle? It looks like a lazy person's password, too. Like, my password is just Kyle 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get some revivers in here. Perhaps. Perhaps. Might also want Goffred, just for what he could do. I also want Rhodos. Why don't we bring Rhodos and Duchess? I'll leave the last pick for whatever I feel I need. I also hate Georgid, to be fair, but not as much as I hate Warlord. Like Georgid, I mean, at least he's coming in and killing somebody, and he could just straight up combo and take out the whole team. But man, Warlord it's just annoying. Have all your stuff shut down. It's just annoying. So maybe I want a second reviver. I probably want to get rid of Georgit then. But I could get rid of Ragash, because he does do an awful lot of damage. And he's got that synergy with Sify. It's really a great pair. You know, Sify is like the tiger tamer of the undead faction, of the revivers. I just like that increased defense paired with all the other buffs that she gets, plus she's super fast. RNGesus, please give me a Sify. He's so cool. Yeah, let's take the resistance. I have a feeling that might help, but I don't know. Maybe that Ragash is, maybe he doesn't care whether he gets debuffs or not. He's just going to hit like a truck. But I do find if I have Sun Wukong in the team, I care less about speed. Because the faster they are, the more likely I am to just kind of revive during their turn anyway. Which could be a bad thing and a good thing. That's interesting. I would have expected him to open by trying to take away my stone skin so he can murder me immediately. But let's get them back in then. Let's try to prevent anybody from being slept or whatever. Oh yeah, that's right, he's got the shackles. I forgot. So now I'm getting slept anyways. Well, let's put up some more buffs. Let's keep beating on him. He looks nice and brittle. Oh. God, we are not looking good. We're not looking good at all. Okay, well, I got a kind of a mini reset here. Maybe we can stay in. I don't know, when's Ragash going to get his next AoE? Feels like he's getting them constantly. Oh, good game, Lazy Kyle. I got mad respect for that Ragash. I see you again. I'm taking Ragash. But for now, let's take Sun Wukong. In my last episode, which was actually just 2 hours ago in my time, because I did the last slot of the previous day, and I just have more time, so I'm doing this one now. I gushed about how good the not Shadowkin, the Skinwalker faction is. So many good champions, just so many. I could probably just fill a team with them. You know, I could take these two, I could take Uko, I could take Ragash. I mean, that's 5 right there. That 5-man team might actually be okay. I don't know if I want to, though. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do that at some point? Just go full beast mode and just take as much Skinwalker as I can in a day? I could probably set aside for some others as well. Who else is good? I don't know. Right now, we got to pick some people. Let's do that. But let's see. We got, I mean, Gnarlhorn's just a rare. Most of them are probably in the vault. There's some other good ones. I do have Basher, if you want a nice option for an epic who can be kind of like Warlord, if I wanted to be a bit trolly. But honestly, compared to Warlord, Basher's nothing. Even Yumeko is kind of nothing compared to Warlord. He's really in a class of his own. Warlord. So we're going to be dealing with freezes. It has me even thinking I could bring some of my anti-freeze mechanics. Particularly, like, I really want to get rid of that Marichka now. But we could go for Rhodos and Pythion. It's just, that's the way I usually balance this team. It probably will handle this team. Only once before have I tried to bring Dark Elaine in live arena, and it didn't work because his freezes didn't proc. It's just absolutely infuriating. You want his freezes to proc, and then they don't. So let's see. I could even get rid of Stultus just because of how how hard he hits, but I don't know. I think, particularly if he gets rid of my Rotos, I probably want to just be rid of Marichka. I think life gets too hard if he keeps Marichka and I lose Rotos, but I lost Duchess. So let's see how this plays out. Maybe I want the speed. Maybe I want the resistance. I'm going to go for the speed. I feel like last time I took the resistance and it did not help. So let's go for the speed. That may not help either. So he brings in the stuns. That hurts. The good news is he's still not under increased defense. Well, I want to get Rotos back in. So let's go for him now. Well, let's get the block debuffs up. Maybe at least we can not get knocked about by freezes. He can steal buffs. And then there's also that. So let's steal his buffs. Youch. I'm going to go for this now. Get some of the healing, get some shielding. Keep the pressure on Arby. Maybe I'll shift focus to him. Can we get a provoke? Hey, look at that. Alright, I'm going to go for the cleanse, since Sun Wukong can at least get a turn now. Let's do it this way. Boom. Good game. Yep, he's back for revenge. So who are you going to open with? Sun Wukong. Excellent choice. Let's see. I really don't have I really don't have my Torment leveled or anything, so let's just go for the revivers I want. He'll probably go for Staltus. I could go for Staltus. But my Staltus really isn't built for Arena. I put him in regen. I tend to use him in other areas, in PvE. I could bring Rigosh, though. I've been talking about how good he is. So maybe Could try for Rotos again, but I don't know. I've been struggling. Maybe Ragash is the solution. I don't know. We could bring UDK. We could bring... We really need to bring enough nukers as well. So I am going to bring Rotos in my final slot. I'll put another nuker. We could bring Leorius. We could bring Ragash. I could bring Fenax. Fenax is always good. So he's got Marichka again. I almost do want to bring Fenax this time. And maybe we get rid of Staltus. So I'll take the defense. Do I want the resistance? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. It's good advice, really. You know, if a tiger hollers at you and you're holding on to his toe, maybe you should not be doing that. So, okay, dude, let's see that revenge. He's back for revenge. Staff of Wonder. Got him frozen. That can't feel good. Alright, I'll just go for the A1. Fenax is gonna try to take down Sun Wukong. There's a lot of protection on him though, so I don't know how good that's gonna be. Can always try to come in this way. How much damage can you do? Quite a lot. Nice. Paving the way for Fenax. Boom. Deleted. That also can't feel good. So, good game. You are welcome to come back for revenge right now. But it is somebody new. It's been a while since I've seen somebody appear a third time around. What's the longest string of the same opponent any of you out there have ever had? So let's see. I'll take these two. Come to think of it, we just finished Hydra Clash. Apparently we came in third, so I should have some new accessories. I can check and see if I've got stone skin accessories for my Elva, because I wouldn't mind rebuilding her. Because if I could get her in stone skin, that's a third reviver I could be putting into one of these slots. So this is going to be a fast team. I'm tempted to try Helicath. Maybe we'll start with Ultimate Death Knight. And I'll go for Rotos. I don't know. There's a lot of strip on this team as well. So that does make things awkward if I wanted to try Helicath. I might still be prepared to try it. If I can get rid of one of these two, I was half expecting to see a Kymar here. I mean, I could kind of play chicken with the bomber and hope he can't quite get us, but I don't know. I mean, she brings that increase accuracy. It's always rough. So maybe I'll just bring Finax and I think I just want to get rid of the Rat King. Because I respect the Rat King, but I respect the Monkey King. But I think the Rat King has to go. So I'll take the speed. Sun Wukong paired with Lady Kimmy. I don't even think he has to be built for accuracy at that point. Because she can bring him quite a lot of accuracy. So he could just be built for speed and damage. And if that's how Riodzi has him built, there might be very little I can do. So bam! All my passives are off. So I could put some buffs up, but it seems kind of pointless. I think I maybe want to wait. I'm going to wait. Ooh, we're dead anyway. So good game. Very little I could do about that. I mean, I suppose I could have banned him and gone for the Rat King instead. I mean, Duchess is the right affinity to at least interrupt his ability to get the bombs on everybody at the same time. So maybe that was the right play. So we'll bring these two again. We're up against Virko. And he's already got two really OP nukers. So I'll bring Rhodos and Ultimate Death Knight. I'm not sure who I want to get rid of. Or who I want to bring. I could bring Uko. Need a second damage source, come to think of it. Here, let's bring Candy. And let's get rid of Baron. Yeah, let's get rid of Baron. And finally, let's take the Speed. So there's that Abyssal Gaze, taking away some of the stone skin. Do I want to use this now? No, not with the block buffs up. So do we go for the cleanse now? Nah, I still think not. Do I have enough to take out Kymar? Even if I did. Well, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for the A1. No more Kymar. Until she revives them. But at least we're forcing him to use the revive. Do I want this yet? I don't know. I'll just keep using the A1. A1, A1, A1. And everything gets reset. Okay, well, let's start with an attack. Youch. Okay, let's revive everybody again. Fine, let's just get some buffs going. Seem to be having a lot of trouble keeping my poor Candy standing. Maybe I'll just keep hitting Kymar until even a light breeze knocks him over. This actually looks like a pretty good opportunity to take him out. Take him back out. He's behind a veil. Sun Wukong is provoked for one turn. Kymar might have his sleep back, though. Oh, there it is, but it missed. So let's cleanse this off. He's re-provoked. Excellent. Excellent. They finally get a chance to do something. So let's do the AoE. Boom. Do I try to take down Arby? Yes, I do. Not enough. So what's the damage, Sun Wukong? Alright, maybe we can finally take out this Arby. I don't know. Does she have a revive at the ready yet? No, she doesn't. Well, that's too bad. That's definitely too bad. Well, now I can just take my time with you. Maybe I spoke too soon. Alright, I think this is the right time to get QDK back in. Probably any time is the right time. Do my A2, boom, we get an extra turn. Double tap. Good game, Beerco. So Beerco, why don't you come on back for revenge right now? Let's do it again. Except this time I want Sun Wukong. Well, we got Energix. And Energix gets to pick. You gonna pick Sun Wukong? You probably are. I feel like he's the one to pick. Oh, if you got Marichka, maybe she's the one to go to. You know what? I see this. I think maybe I should take these two before Energix takes either of them. Because her paired with, like, anybody is super annoying. I probably just want to ban her, but let's see. Maybe he's going to go for Sun Wukong after all. Maybe I'll go for Rotos, Fenax, and Ultimate Death Knight. Oh, he's got Taras and Marichka. The two together is something. That is something else. I'm going to go for these two. Then Fenax, and I'm going to block Taras. I think that's the way to do it. But, you know, I see these three, and I have okay, the last two are going to be like Warlord and who cares, right? Just Warlord and who cares? Anyone, doesn't matter. You know, why not Georg the Breaker or Harima? If he's got Harima, that's who it should be. Warlord and Harima. Come on, Energix, who you got? So, if it's, and it's a Warlord. This is rough. So, I mean, I have half a mind to just resign, but here, I'm gonna eliminate Warlord. And we'll take the defense. Because you know what? I don't think I need to resign. If I'm gonna lose, it'll probably be pretty fast. Almost as fast as if I hit the resign button. That damn Warlord. You know when it gets to the point where you see Taras and Marichka together and you just let your opponent keep them because you don't want to deal with Warlord. That Warlord is a problem. So how about we start with him? Yeah, we got feared anyway. That blows. Let's get some buffs up. I don't know if anybody's really going to survive a hit from him. Not really. Not at all. Yeah, I'm out. Good game, Energix. I can't compete with that. That is just not even possible. Damn Warlord and his shutdown of everything. Plarium, he needs to be nerfed, or we need a counter. And like a good counter. The counter can't just be, all you have to do is outspeed him. That's not a counter. All you have to do is have enough resistance. No, that's not a counter. The counter can't be you have to have better gear and better speed and all that. The counter has to be there's somebody in the game that's a decent counter. They keep coming in and nerfing Eat Poop. We'll see about that, Mr. Eat Poop. They keep coming in and nerfing rares. What the fuck, Polarium? Like, have you lost your minds? They probably just lost their frickin' minds. Anyway, so Eat Poop is coming in. He wants to be fast, I guess. I want these two. And I recognize the name. I know I've played Eat Poop before. I have no idea who won last time. I say this when I see a familiar name. I don't know why I bother. Why bring up all the stuff I can't remember? So he's got Kymar and Leo. So I want something. How about these two? Pretty familiar team, really. Rhodos is at least a decent counter to Leorius. Although now I'm thinking I might ban Leorius. Because he's probably the only nuker on the team. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Tormund is a nuker. Could also just get rid of Kymar. Because Kymar causes all kinds of problems too. So I'm torn between Kymar and Leo. I'm looking at this 6-star blessing, and I think that's the tipping point. That's how I make the decision. So I'll still go for speed, so that hopefully I'm at least not getting lapped. I'm expecting to get hard crowd controlled though. At least I have Ultimate Death Knight to absorb some of it. I feel like when I buff them, they're just going to come right back off. But I'll at least have this cleanse in reserve. Oh, extra turn, cool. I could try this. Ooh, and it worked. And we could try to steal some more. So let's see. Does the A1 provoke him? I mean, it almost straight up kills him. But no, he's hanging on by a thread. I don't think he's a nuker though. So I think we've probably just got this. Because without a nuker, it's just a matter of time before Rhodos murders everybody on the enemy team. And I'm going to start with him. Just want to keep him down if I can. Getting off a lot of freezes though. It seems to be his plan. His plan is to debuff me to death. I don't think it's going to work. I think there's too much healing built into these guys. Every time Pythion gets off an A1, that's a good amount of healing. I mean, he's back at full. They're in regen. Yeah. So let's revive him. All those freezes, man. Sweet Jesus. I cannot wait to get my Torment in here. He really does seem like a fun champ to use. Oh man, that was so well timed, dude. Eat poop. You really are making me eat your poop. How far? It's been 4.5 minutes. I've made practically no headway against you. Maybe I'll switch to Kymar. Maybe I'll try to get him to the point where he's getting knocked over constantly. Sooner or later, Rhodos is going to have his way, though. And by sooner or later, I mean later. Possibly much later. So here, let's knock him down immediately. Let's try to take some health from... It looks like Arby has the most, come to think of it. So we'll take from her. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to assume that he's going to freeze or remove debuffs anyway, so whatever. Let's do it now. I had a really great team for Classic Arena when dealing with Torment that used Dark Elhain so that she gets to attack every time he scores one of those freezes. And Leorius, who could just resist the freezes, because as long as he hasn't used his A2, He gets to stay in, or stay undebuffed, I should say. And then I had Lydia, just to block his first revive. Plus, she's good for placing those debuffs. And who was last? Mithrala, I think, just for the resist that she's got. I've lost track of where Kymar's freeze is, or Kymar's his sleep move, whatever it's called. So I'm gonna wait for it. There it is, Abyssal Gaze. Before I decide to try to block debuffs for a couple of turns. Here, this is actually a good time for it. I think maybe I'll have enough time. Man, eat poop. You've wasted 7.5 minutes of my life so far. That's a lot. There, can we drop Kymar? We can actually drop him right now. Maybe we'll take a little more off her. She's out. Where did this freeze come from? I'm thinking maybe there's a mastery that gives him a little bit of turn meter fill. That might be the explanation. Which means that's not a good idea to have on a champion if you want to be able to face Tormund. Okay, let's cleanse this off and hope I get to go before frickin' Kymar. Doesn't look like he should get to go first because my turn meter bar was full, but you never know. Okay, let's get rid of Kymar first. Nine minutes. The thing is, I feel like we are making progress here. It's just kind of obnoxious. Okay. This fight has an end date. And that end date is 10 minutes. No way you're staying in more than 10 minutes. Right? Now I can get back up. Okay, well, let's get her done, man. Let's get her done, guys. Come on, you guys. Okay, so good game, eat poop. I can't believe that team that didn't even have a nuker on it. You wasted 10 minutes of my life, man. I can't really put you on the Hall of Shame because, like, you were playing and it was a good team. I am just personally annoyed by it. We got Johnny Blad. Joni Blad from Trinidad, from Islamabad. Okay. Well, I want Duchess then. And I think Sun Wukong is a good idea. And he's got Yumeko and he's got Taras. So I'll bring these two. I kind of want to ban the Yumeko. Yumeko really not as bad as Warlord, but not great. I'm going to bring Fenax. I'm going to get rid of Foley. So who are you going to ban? Ultimate Death Knight. I was going to guess Ultimate Death Knight. So let's see. I'm probably best up with the speed. Actually, it's a choice between speed and a little bit less speed. So I'll go with, a little bit more. Maybe sometimes I just want to pretend like there's some choice in there. There's no choice in there. Do you want the 28 speed or do you want the 19 speed? Why is Duchess's speed aura so crappy compared to some of the others? I want to know the answer to that. I mean, she's a great champion, and honestly, it's not like she needs more of it. You pair her with somebody else, you just use a different aura. So there's the cooldowns. So Taras looks like he's got a bunch of buffs to draw from. So this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Boom. It didn't hurt as much as I was expecting it to. So let's see. Am I just gonna lose my turn to fear? Probably. Oh yeah. Well, not a lot of great options here. How hard can I hit her? Reasonably hard. That's good to know. So I am worried about what's going to happen when Taras gets his other move. Is it going to be enough to take out my Duchess? If so, I'm in trouble. I'm in a heap of trouble. Oh, that's definitely enough. I don't know. At this point, he's kind of lit a fire under my ass. Why don't we try... I mean, can I? No. I mean, at least it wasn't a weak hit. It doesn't look good. Now I'm trying to remember who I banned. Who did I ban and leave Taras in? What was I thinking? How about this? Oh, not even? That's rough. Well, we can always hope for an extra turn here. No extra turn. Good game, Joni Blad. So here we go. Final one of the night. It's been what, about 70 minutes? That's pretty good time, all things considered. I wonder if I should start trying to challenge myself to get all 10 fights done in an hour. It's not necessarily necessary, just a thing. Just a thing I'm thinking of. So let's just go for a conservative team here. I'm going to go for my two best revivers. I kind of still want to go for Rotos, but you know what? Maybe we'll put a pin in that idea and we'll take. Who do I want to take? Because I could also do the Mithrala Helicath thing and just go for a second damage dealer. I don't know. Could still go for Rotos. Who would my other person be? Would it be him? I could even go for Mika. Honestly, Mika deserves some airtime. I'm gonna go for Mika. And my final pick will be Fenax. And then maybe I'll just take out Ultimate Death Knight. Yeah. I am worried about the Lord Shazar as well. A lot of hate here. I might even just want to get rid of Helicath, but you know what? On a whim, let's get rid of Ultimate Death Knight. I'll take the Resist. Am I expecting that to be enough? I don't know. This is my final gambit of the night. I'm going to take the Resist. Let's just get through this fight. And then I can get on with my night. I actually have one more raid video I want to do. You can get on with your night. You can go and watch some other Raid Shadow Legends video or some other thing. I could go for the ally attack. This way I at least don't have to worry about getting bombed out immediately. Now she's just got to pick him up. So let's get some buffs going. Not yet sure what I want to do with Rotos. Maybe I want to try to immediately... Oh, he's still in my buffs already. Do I want to cleanse that back off? Yes, I do. So let's see. I can probably just come in and drop him. Then, I don't know. Because everybody else is invincible. So I basically have to wait now. So let's metamorph. I just want to get rid of these buffs if we can. Oh, we got rid of what we could. And Mika's a sheep now, no problem. So let's pick on Elva. If we can actually manage to get through her, this fight's over. Yeah, and you know what? They really need to nerf polymorph to the extent that it's not like a protected sheep. You know, we should just be able to just cleanse it off like all the other debuffs. Why does sheep have to be special? Why do I have to come back with 50% of my health? Why, Plarium? Why? Why is polymorph so turbocharged and so broken? It doesn't need to be. It shouldn't be. It's ridiculous. Although between polymorph and frickin' Warlord, I'd actually rather they just nerf Warlord. Because of course Warlord also doesn't trigger polymorph. You know what? Maybe if polymorph worked on Warlord, there's an idea. That solves two problems. All right, let's come in and see if we can get rid of him. And let's steal a little more health from him. I don't know why you didn't revive on the last turn, because now you're just like, how are you going to get the party back up? That's Alva's biggest weakness. Like she is top notch at almost everything. She just doesn't quite have the ability to revive a whole party. And why would you use that on Sun Wukong of all champions? Unless GGvo has gone AFK, which is maybe what's happened. Because that was not a rational choice. That was actually even worse than nothing. Because like he's not even at full turn meter, which he would be at if he just got himself up. Anyway, good game, Jijibo. I assume you had to go AFK for a reason, so forgivable. And that's it. Let's check the logs. Victory, defeat, victory, defeat, victory, defeat, victory, defeat. Very tit for tat today. Actually, we got 6. 6-4. I am okay with this. Leaderboard's 18 some, right? 1810. Okay. Okay, game. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow or whenever you come back. But I'll probably be back tomorrow. I definitely will. I think I've got videos queued up all the way to the 29th. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Take care of yourselves.